During the spring semester of 2018, I began implementing my teaching philosophy in a real classroom. Here are some of the highlights. The first clip I've chosen demonstrates the positive relationship I had with my students. Typically, I came in to observe on Mondays and Fridays, but for this particular lesson, I was there on a Thursday. You can see one of my students is a
Guy, you are here. Hello.
Hello. Oh my god.
What, it's Thursday?
Wow, plot twist. Yeah, you guys don't have school tomorrow, though. Nope.
Yeah.
I didn't want to miss seeing you guys twice.
As a result of my positive relationship with students, I let them talk quietly while working. My cooperating teachers sometimes felt that this resulted in a lack of productivity, so the following clip demonstrates how I was able to be flexible while working with my co-op on classroom management.
Alright, so we're actually, Mrs. Martin is going to talk to you about this around 11:55, so right before you go to lunch. So make sure that you're working diligently on this so that you can finish everything by 11:55. That sound good?
Even if it doesn't sound good, that's the plan.
One way I built relationships with students was by engaging their prior knowledge and non-academic experiences. This helped me build relationships, but also provided me with additional means of assessing students, which is the second major part of my teaching philosophy. In this clip, I introduced students to a short story by talking through examples of unrequited love, which is relevant to their personal lives. Here, I encourage students to incorporate their lives as well as their knowledge of pop culture into the curriculum so that they could begin to create meaning for themselves.
What are some songs, books, or movies, pick any one of those, that deals with unrequited love? Just so you can be thinking about other ways that unrequited love is depicted.
Bruno Mars, I guess.
Yeah, Grenade by Bruno Mars. That's a good one. Any other ones?
Do it, Sean.
I said God's Plan by Drake.
I thought a couple of people had that one.
Like the previous clip, the next clip exemplifies my beliefs about engaging student responses. While reviewing answers to a worksheet, I emphasize that justification is more important than technically right or wrong answers. This kind of open-ended response helps motivate students to really learn for more than just answering test questions.
Alright, so those are good answers for that. Also, there are other good answers if you didn't want to share. Those aren't the only right answers.
The final aspect of my teaching philosophy is equity. Scholars have found that explicit instruction and modeling of cognitive skills, like making connections, is especially beneficial to minority students who have different cultural capital. The following clip, which comes from the Unrequited Love lesson, shows how I modeled skills for my students.
Did anyone have any books? We have Phantom of the Opera, which is a little bit book and musical. Anyone else have any books?
I'm not into those kind of books.
No.
I read books about like.
How about, what Shakespeare did you guys read in 9th and 10th grade?
Romeo and
Romeo and
Juliet.
Juliet.
Shakespeare.
Well, they loved each other though. It wasn't unrequited love. They both loved each
She's
other.
just asking questions.
That's true. That Romeo and Juliet loved each other, but who else loved Juliet? Paris, right?
Oh yeah. And then he kind of
Yeah,
got
so
salty about it.
there can be stories about unrequited love where the protagonists are in love, but there's someone else who isn't in love, right?
Cheating's daughter.
That might come up in Rappaccini's Daughter. I don't know. You have to read and find out.
Beyond modeling cognitive skills, I also had the opportunity to model cultural sensitivity to further promote equity. In a lesson on an Iroquois creation story, I modeled good practice for researching an unfamiliar culture.
So that you can be prepared to read this story with a little bit more background knowledge, I want to add a disclaimer. I am not an expert on Native American history, so I found sources from people who are experts, but these are just, there are two authors that you're reading predominantly, and they are just one person's opinion. So they're scholars, so they've learned a lot, but they don't speak for all of the Iroquois, and they certainly don't speak for all of Native Americans. So bear that in mind as you're reading. This is one scholar's perspective for each station.
I've learned so much more than can adequately be summarized in a few short minutes, but I feel that these clips succinctly demonstrate how I was able to put my educational philosophy into practice.